I'm back, and you remember we started our chapter book, Superstar by Mandy Davis? I'm going to continue. We did chapter 1, and today I'm going to do chapter 2. And in chapter 1, as remember, we had Lester, and Lester lives in Florida, and he loves to look at the superstars at night. And he's so excited because the big meteor shower is happening. You can see all the stars, and his dad died. So every year his family would always do it with him, but this time it's different because his dad died. So it's just him and his mom. And he's excited to be with his mom, to do this with his mom. And he goes out there, but his mom is very upset and she just can't take it anymore. And she goes back in the house and he's out there counting the superstars by himself. And he's like calling his mom, but she's too upset. So let's see if she comes out, and we're going to do chapter 2. And it's the morning after. When I open my eyes, the darkness is gone and the sky is glowing. I'm still on the blanket, all by myself. Mom knows we always watch the superstars together, and she knows we only watch them once a year. But that night's over. Mom wasn't out here for most of it, and now I can't even remember how many I saw. Was it 26? Was it 28? When I get too tired, Mom's supposed to help me inside to bed and write down how many superstars we saw on the little note card. Then she's supposed to set it on my nightstand, so in the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning. But there's no note card, and I'm still outside, and I pull my Superman action figure out of my pocket, squeeze my fingers around him, and rub my hands over his red and yellow Super S. Why didn't she come back, Superman? Why? She said she would. She said to keep counting and that she'd be back in a little bit. I jump off the blanket and I run towards the house. And when I get inside, I'm gonna walk straight into her bedroom and make her tell me why she never came back out. But she's not in her bedroom. She's right there in the living room, asleep on the couch. The floor around her is covered with tissues. Seeing her like this, something moves me in a way back in part of my brain. It was 5 years ago, and we still lived in Florida. Mom was sitting on the couch folding towels, and I was flying Superman around the room. But Mom stopped folding, and I stopped flying when the TV screen flashed from mission control to video of bright blue sky and 2 balls of light and 2 trails squeaking behind them. The announcer's voice came on. We are unsure exactly what happened at this time, but as you can see from the video, there are 2 trails of light instead of 1. There are 7 people on board. There were never 2 streaks of light before. Mom dropped the towel she was folding. Why are there 2, Mom? Which one is Dad's ship? She didn't answer. The 2 streaks become 3. Then 4. Mom turned off the TV and pulled me into her lap. Then we rocked. Tears dripped down her cheeks and onto my head. Her phone rang and rang and rang. And even though you're supposed to answer the phone when it rings, we didn't. We just stayed there and we rocked. And after that, we spent lots of days going to places where people patted my head and told me that my dad was a hero. Mom spent lots of days lying on the couch surrounded by tissues. Sometimes I'd lie with her. Other times I'd fly Superman up into the sky and use his super strength to keep my dad's ship from breaking apart. Then Superman and I would carry him back down to safety over and over again. The double superstar and those 2 streaks of light, it made her think of Dad. That's why she was crying last night. And why I have to kick tissues out of the way to make a path to the couch. I sit down next to Mom. She rubs her eyes and looks around the room. It's morning. Yes. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. It's okay, I say, because sometimes you have to say things you don't mean if you want to make your mom feel better. No, it's not, Lester. Let me explain so you understand. Mom sits up and takes both of my hands in hers. Those 2 superstars, They look like Dad's ship falling apart. Mom leans her head against mine. It just felt like it was happening all over again. A tear drips down her face and it lands on my arm. I hand her a tissue. She wipes her face with it, then crumples it up and throws it on the floor. One more, right? I know she's been doing this all night, but seeing her actually throw a dirty tissue on the floor is just so un-mom-like. I start laughing. She grabs another tissue and blows so long and so loud that it sounds like one of those horns on that mountain men used to call their sheep. She crumples up the tissue and she throws it in the backyard over her shoulder. Then I grab a tissue, hold it up to my own face, and do my best fake nose blow, which sounds more like a noise that usually comes out from the other end of my body. I wet up the tissue and I toss it towards the TV. Mom's laughing now too. She takes another tissue. Blow! I take another tissue I pretend to blow, and I toss it. We keep blowing and tossing until the tissue box is empty. And now we're laughing so hard we can hardly breathe. When we finally stop laughing, Mom turns to me. I could really go for some pancakes right now. You're gonna make pancakes, I ask? Mom never makes pancakes, except on my birthday and sometimes on Christmas. Nah, I'm way too tired to cook. What do you say we go to the diner? You mean the place where they pile up the pancakes? A big stack and they put whipped cream on top? That's the one. Mom puts her arms around me, but there's no time for hugs when giant stacks of chocolate chip pancakes and whipped cream are coming. And that was chapter 2 of Superstar, and next time we'll do chapter 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.